Record. I just don't know where it goes to. Record. Okay, now it's recording. So starting over, branding. We're going to start with branding so that I'm recording for the girls that aren't on here. But you need to start with like the fact that everyone signs up, but you kind of want to not be like everybody else, okay? You guys all have your own personality traits. You have your own interests. You have your own things that you can play up on. Like, I know things about you. I know I'm getting to know some people, but I know Julie can sing in a choir. Like, you could use that for branding. I know that Candace loves gaming. So like, that could be something she could use for branding. Who else is on here? Christy. What do I know about Christy that's like different? Well, I know Christy's been through tons of obstacles, but I don't know that that's all about branding. But like Kim, I know you're a personal service worker, so like you could try and think of a way to brand yourself with that. Like, I'm a teacher, so I definitely I do try and keep teaching like at bay, but like I coach basketball. I know Lauren's doing a business degree. So like there's things that like about you, like you know yourself better than I know you. I know Carmen's got a great t-shirt business and made us some lovely shirts for Empower You. I know Nancy's an EA. So like there's things about you and that make you you. And that's essentially what branding is. So if you kind of want to stand out from the crowds, and then you have to kind of like figure out your thing. So like, it's not a matter of like, you can totally make up a team name and do all those things. Like, I rebranded myself. So like, oh, there's Karen. I can tell you lots of things about Karen. I've known her since grade 10. But I won't. I'll keep it nice. We're talking about branding though. So like, you basically want to kind of like incorporate things about you. So things that people know you for. I get tagged in funny dog videos all the time because like I'm obsessed with funny dog videos. So like, and I didn't like used to be obsessed with that. That's just something that I just found a love for. I often get tagged in stuff for like obviously cooking, anything HelloFresh, because I went through a phase where for 2 months straight, I cooked every HelloFresh meal that I ever got live on camera because A, I didn't know how to cook. So I had all sorts of people helping me. And B, like, then it kind of just built a whole new audience for me, you know? Like, now I'm going through a phase right now where I feel like I'm boring because I'm doing lives every day. But like, and doing my makeup every morning, but it's become routine and I feel like I'm building real relationships. And I'll tell you, like, one of my Live Link girls is going to sign up this weekend and she's going to be amazing. So I think it's just kind of like moving into sponsoring. It's like, in a way, I'm like, oh, it's so boring to do makeup lives every single day. But like, now that I'm doing Live Links, I feel like I have to, because I can't disappoint those girls by not having something for them to share every day, right? So it's kind of like it's either like I do the makeup lives every day and then fit them in. So Sunday I didn't feel like wearing makeup. So I did like shit I bought on Amazon or not Amazon, Wish. And like, it was a great live, you know. Anytime I do something different than makeup, it gets ridiculous views. So if you're looking to build your brand and build your presence, I think it's really important that you remember like that you have to kind of do different things as well. Oh, I love Alicia's baby so much. She's so precious. Hi. Look at her. I think she's like pointing at everybody. Oh, precious little thing. Okay. So like I do, anytime I buy stuff on Wish or Amazon, I always try and go live with it because people love that. So other things that you could brand yourself for, like anytime you should have at least one lifestyle post a day. So like something about you, something like that, like it tells people who you are. And if you're shy to go live, like I know a lot of you do go live, but if you don't go live, it's really hard for people to get to know you. Like, I think it's so true. Like one of the girls that sent me the message today that like wants to join my team, she's like, I feel like we're best friends because every time she gets on my lives, I'm like talking to her. That's something I learned from John Eric. Like I don't mess around. I talk to like, even this morning I was live and there was a point where there was nobody on. I kept going. My morning lives are obviously not going to get crazy viewers because I'm up stupid early, but like, it's always like the same people and it's allowed me to build relationships with those people. And like, really, like when you're sponsoring, and I know this is branding, but sponsoring, everything kind of ties together with this business. You really want people that are like going to be like a best friend to you. Like there are people you want to hang out with. There are people that you want to spend time with. Like when I sponsor, like it's often like a customer that I didn't like I've known, or it's somebody who's been, you know, sometimes it's random, and you're going to know when you spend a lot of time talking to people like Laura's my random yard sale find, Nancy, like random yard sale find. But like these two women, like once I started talking to both, although Nancy was like a little hard up on me, like she did not want to be part of my team right away. But she was like doing another company, and then she was like, I guess I'll just buy the kit. And then she was like a kidnapper. But then all of a sudden she kind of like started buying into things a little bit more. So like when you're branding yourself, like people, especially if it's cold market branding, like they have to get to know you. And like there's going to be lots of people that you connect with and like you just want to hug and like be their best friend. And there's going to be people that like, you know, that don't connect with you. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with you. And I think we're too hard on ourselves, and we feel like, you know, I'm like, I think of myself when I started, I would watch all these top girls where I'm like, okay, I have to do what they're doing. But I feel like when it comes to branding, you want to not be a sheep. You're like a sheep in this big flock. You want to like stray from the sheep. So like, when I first started, like we were the Lash Princesses, and I was like, you know what, one of my best friends who's like going to be the MC at my wedding, he was like, it's too long. Your name's too long. It's ridiculous. So I'm like, okay, fine. So we went through and we sat down for hours. Like I looked up like teams. At the time when I made the team name Boss Beauties, there was no Boss Beauty teams. Like there was none in Unique at that point. There was Beauty Bosses. There was like a bunch of different ones. The domain name was owned by someone in the US that like literally was not with Unique. So I bought bossbeauties.ca. Like I really went hard. I paid $500 for a logo. Like I was serious at that point that I really wanted to take this business to the next level. You can make a logo for $5, guys, on Fiverr. It's a great website. Or like you do not need to spend a lot of money on this at all. Like I was like, I need business write-offs, and this is going to be one of them. But when you're going to brand yourself, like it's okay to rebrand yourself too. Like if everyone kind of like in the beginning picked like lash this, lash that, and then like everybody started hating the 3D lashes. Thank God we have mascara, so all their names can still work like with Epic Mascara. But like the girls that went like 3D, whatever, it's like you're screwed at that point. So when you're picking something for a team branding name down the road, try to not like choose a product, choose more like a business related. Cause like I will say I'm a little bit guilty of this. I haven't been very good at like keeping up with the Boss Beauty name like on my main wall as much as I should, but it's out there. People know what my team name is. And like, I've had people be like, I want to be a Boss Beauty. That's what you want people to say to you, rather than like, I want to be a unique presenter. Like you're branding your own business. So, a couple of things too. So things that other people love. And this is what I'm going to have you guys do this week, like besides all the month end stuff, which I'm going to get to in a second. But like you want to kind of, what I want you to do is start collecting memes. Memes, people love a good meme. And like there's memes that are going to relate to you. Like I put up a teacher meme. I'm getting like millions of likes on that. I put up a makeup meme. Yeah, I get some likes, but like makeup memes are kind of outdone. I use a lot of memes in my VIP group, like a lot. Anytime I see a good meme, I throw it in there because it builds engagement like pretty much right away. So like part of your task this week is going to be like, find some good memes. Who's not muted right now? I'm having a little OCD here. So find some good, is it you, Candace? I think you're not on mute there. Okay. Oh, I muted you. You hit your thing. Okay. So I feel like sometimes like memes are, like I said, memes, like this is going to be part of what you're going to brand yourself. So like, you know, like think of funny memes. If you're a mom, I'm looking at a lot of moms here. I'm looking at soon to be a grandma on here. So like you could find funny memes around those things. You just have to like kind of like talk it out with yourself. So talk about yourself as the makeup girl, skincare girl that helps women. So I think this is important. Like there is nobody that I run into that doesn't know me as the makeup girl, or like now like starting to do skincare, but they know what I do. If people don't bring up unique to you that like are on your Facebook in real life connections, like you're not talking about it enough. You're not representing yourself enough. You own a business. You're a business owner. You're the makeup girl. You're the skincare girl. But you're also all the other things, right? Like I'll think of some examples throughout the week because my friend Kathy at work is like the best at picking out. I feel like she just naturally picks out all the things that like relate to me. So I'm going to ask her, what are things that you think of when you think of me? And I'm going to tell you guys what those are. And then that way, like, it kind of like, cause it's hard to think of it yourself. So like, there could be a little activity too. Like, ask somebody else that knows you. Like, if you were to say, you like know me, what do you think people know me for? Besides makeup, what else do people know me for? This is a really good question to ask like your besties that are not in Younique. Like that, what do you know me for? What do you think of when you think of me besides makeup or besides teacher or besides like dog lover? Because I already know that. What do you think of? Okay. So everyone knows what I do, blah, 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 profile picture. I've already talked about that. Like make sure your profile pictures of you. And change it every 6 months. I talked about that as well. So I think that's it for branding because I'm going to have other stuff throughout the week. I watched a really good branding talk. It was from a while ago, the other day to kind of like prepare. And she used the 5 senses for branding. And I thought it was really interesting. So I'll use that as I was like, I could redo her training, but I get 40 minutes and I do want to talk about month end. So I will share that with you at some point this week. So a little like video to watch. But it was really interesting. She talks about like sight, sound, taste, smell, and this is prior to us having fragrances. So it's kind of funny because she talks about smell and like, you know, when customers come over to have the same candle burning, that same fragrance. And that's the fragrance that people know you as because people relate things to smell a lot more than we think. So it was really cool. I'm not going to redo her training because I think she did it so well that I can't do it justice. Okay, month end push. There's a couple things I've been thinking about today and I'm like, you know, there's 5 days left. And I feel like when it's 5 days left at any given month, not just this month, girls are either feeling one of two things. Number one, I'm exhausted. I just hit my goal. I'm done. Like 5 days, hit my goal, got my rank, got my status. I'm good. Or they're like, oh, there's 5 days left and I don't feel like there's any reason to keep pushing because I'm not going to hit my goal of pink status or I'm not going to hit my goal of yellow or blue or whatever you're going for. And so 5 days left and you're like, nah, I'm done. I'm going to tell you right now, that is probably the biggest mistake that I see in this business. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to do a whole other training tomorrow as well on our regular Zoom, but like, there's nothing that will kill your business more than like taking a step off the gas at the end of the month because end of the month builds momentum. Right now, you have 5 days left to sell this kudos. You're not going to see the Flawless 4 on sale again this year. People need to know about it. People are impulse buyers. And if you're not, if you've been doing the tasks every day, you've been talking about the kudos every day. Because every day, I've told you guys this week, like talk about the kudos, whether it's a live, whether it's a video, whether it's a story, whether it's a picture, whether like every day and more than once, because now that you're going into that momentum, 4 days left, 3 days left, it's countdown time because people panic. You're going to sell a poop ton of things in the next few days if you've already been building that momentum. If you haven't and you're like, man, I'm going to take my foot off the gas. I'm not going to keep building momentum for my business anymore because I'm not going to hit that status. Like you can't do that because the worst thing you could possibly do for your business is not put trust in it. And it messes with your mindset. It messes with your mindset so huge. Like you push that goal to the last day of the month. I don't care what it is. You push that goal because even if you don't achieve it, you are at least one step closer when you start that new month rather than, well, I took my foot off the gas for 5 days and, I'm going to try really hard April 1st. There's like nothing that makes me cringe more than girls that tell me they're going to try hard the first of the month. That's not how you build a business. A business is an everyday thing. Like, unfortunately, like you signed up for a 7-day-a-week thing. Now, you get to work in a robe. You get to work from home. You get to work from your other job if you can. You get to work on the couch. Like, this to me has never felt like work. It's always felt like something more to fulfill my life. It's never been like that. But I feel like there's no stepping off the gas. Like nobody's like, I don't think any of you would be like, well, Jenny wants a kudos, but like, I'm done for the month. Like you're obviously going to sell a kudos. But you would be shocked how many girls would be like, well, I just hit my status, so I'm going to take the foot off the gas because like I did it. Like when you hit a status, it's like you want to push even harder. Now you're getting paid at a whole % higher. Like if you're hitting pink, you're getting paid 3% extra on whatever you make. If you hit blue, boom, 4% now on that. If you hit green, 5% on that. If you hit and then orange and purple, like purple and black is 6%. Like you get paid out more. So why would you stop putting towards it? It's like how I try my hardest every month to hit green status by like the 5th of the month, because I make 30% commission on my PRS at that point. Like this is a huge jump. So like the comp plan's built for momentum. It's built so that you build up. When you stagger off, or there's Evie. When you stagger off and you go like stagnant, like you're like, it's not pushing your business forward. The other thing too that I really, really discourage, I never ever like, even if you're like, I'm not going to hit my reg, I'm going to hold these orders. Although you're not going to be able to do that with the kudos. That seems to be what everyone's selling. But you're doing yourself a disservice by holding orders and your customers. Number one, if you're holding orders and you're like, you know what, I'm going to start April strong, I'm going to hold this order. What you're telling yourself subconsciously is like, I don't believe in myself enough to finish this month strong. So, and I actually don't think I'm going to get a lot of sales in April. So maybe it's really smart that I wait till the 1st of the month to put this order in. That's not building momentum. And if you're doing it for a customer, like let's say a customer's like, I want a BB cream on like, I don't know, when's the last of the month? Sunday. So like, let's say Thursday, they're like, I want a BB cream, and you hold that order and you put it in on April 1st. Your customer is going to wait. Your customer could be waiting till the middle of April, because we know how slow, sometimes, not always, the 1st of the month when all those orders go to those warehouses, and like, let's be real, that pallet is launching April 1st. Your customer's now waiting like 3 weeks for something that they should have got in 3 days, because if you do it at the end of the month, it's way more likely it's going to get to them on time. So I think it's really important that we remember that. And like, I feel like it was just heavy on my heart today. And I'm like, this is like, I don't want girls to take their foot off the gas and not keep the momentum going with your business. I have never done that. I've always, no matter how close I was to a promotion, how close we were to a goal, like I look at November. In November, we were like so dang close, but I never stopped pushing. We weren't going to hit black that month. Like I had everything except my one elite, and it wasn't happening, you know, and that team hit like crazy this month. You know, that's Christy's team. Like that downline just didn't hit. They were nowhere close. I wasn't pushing them to push like $4,000 in 2 days, because I didn't want them like, that's a tough feat when a lot of them were not working. So, you know, that downline has stepped it up huge, and now March is looking a lot more promising. But it didn't matter to me. Like I didn't take my foot off my PRS. Like I was like, well, I'm moving on. I don't care. Like we're going to be purple status, and I'm going to keep pushing till that last day of the month. Like I was making sales till like, I don't even know what time that day, because I was like, November, we know, is like, if you've been through our November, you know about Black Friday and how exciting that is, right? So I think that was it and everything I wanted to say for the last of the month. And I loved, I don't know if you watched the John Eric video. I had like 9 minutes left. I didn't quite finish it, but I loved when he said to not like, he's like, weeks shouldn't exist. Like, he's like, you got to work day to day. And like, it's so true. I've always worked this business day to day. It doesn't matter about tomorrow. It doesn't matter about what's launching next week or next month. Like, I can't make money off something that I can't purchase for my customers. So kind of like the Stick Foundation, when that stuff like pretty much sold out, I stopped talking about it, because I'm like, I'm not showing it on my lives. I'm not telling customers about it, because why am I going to try and sell something that I possibly can't get till May, which we're really, for a lot of the colors, you're not going to get till May. So yeah, I think that was it. Anyways, so do you guys have questions? See, look, we're not out of time yet, and it's only 9:24. Usually we'd be cut off by now. That's why I held the link till later. Oh, I'm thirsty. Nothing? You guys are so quiet. Nothing like about like month-end push, like what you can do, branding questions as well. Like, you guys feel like, does everyone feel like they have a brand, or feel like by the end of this week that they're going to have a brand, or ideas for a brand? Alicia, do you have a question?
I do have a question. It's
Yay.
About the shipping, to be honest. I was supposed to get my mask today, and like DHL, whatever, the tracking, I don't know if it's different in Canada. It says that it's still in New Jersey, and it says at the bottom to track through USPS, and it says it's not even there yet. So I'm like, well, have you had that problem before?
So I have a lot of American friends, like a lot of Black Status friends, and like they hate DHL with like a passion.
Yeah.
I know Derek went with them because they were cheaper. That I do know.
Yeah.
And like I have a lot of girls in the US on my team as well. So what I would do, like anytime there's shipping issues, like just get all over support. Even before I was like had a premier person, like I literally every order, I'm like, this isn't moving. And then like all of a sudden it would start moving. So I know once it's in DHL's hands, it can be tricky, but I think you should still like you have to be constant on support because they don't know otherwise. Like when I sat down with Derek in San Antonio, he thought Canada had no issues with shipping. And I was like, dude, like, I was like, what are you talking about? Because the numbers they see are different, right? When they look more at like when it leaves the warehouse rather than the numbers of when it gets to the customer. And there's a flaw in it. So like we literally lost our minds with him about Canada shipping. Now it almost seems it's worse in the US. Like I had like, my Canada Black Chat tonight was talking about how good the shipping has been to Canada, which is crazy because that doesn't usually ever happen in that chat. So I would message support for sure.
Yeah, because was supposed to go live tomorrow to do masks. I did a poll and everything, so I'm really hoping it comes in the mail tomorrow because I don't.
Which one did you get? The detox?
I got the exfoliating and the perfecting.
I'm
trying to do it like half. Split it with some family members to try to just get them all, but not have to pay.
Yeah, of course. For it. Yeah, so. No, that's smart. I think if you do, I think that's smart. Are you near anybody on your team?
Not really.
No, okay. I was gonna say like I don't know if you're like close to Tina.
No.
No, okay.
No, I'm probably closer to you.
Where are you?
I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh God,
so I'm like by New York,
nowhere near Tina. You're on my time zone, girl.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. No, I didn't know that. I just assume everybody like on Tina and Melissa's team is like West Coast US. So good for you.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
No problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions on branding, end of the month, stresses, like anything, guys? I am here to be your mindset ninja right now. You guys all in check? You're ready? Chrissy looks exhausted because she's been crying so much. Wipe those tears, girl. Katie, how you doing? I look like you found the app. I'm really proud of you. Are you trying to unmute yourself and try and say something, Katie? Okay, I can tell by your face. Let me just unmute you. There you go. You're good.
Hi. So I jumped on kind of late, of course. I apologize. I was trying to figure it out.
Oh, no worries.
I've never done branding week. Can you explain a little bit?
I did, and I recorded it, but I will do like a quick synopsis of basically like you find things that you're interested in and things that people know you for. So one of the tasks, like I'll have like at least one, it's going to be a lot of month end push stuff because we kind of started this like mastermind, like a week into I think it was a week into the month, but I'm going to have at least one branding thing each day. So I like probably tomorrow, just to give you guys like a head start, I would ask people, I'm going to get you to ask 5 friends who are not unique presenters, 5 things that people know you for that has nothing to do with makeup, because we already know that. So like something else other than makeup and like maybe your career, like they know you, like people know me and that I'm a teacher and like obviously a unique person. Like that's just a given. So I actually think I'll do it too. So like I know I'll ask my friends and be like, hey, what do you guys like think of when you think of me besides those 2 things? And it will help you brand yourself more than you think. Like you could ask family too. Family's really good to help with something like that because I feel like sometimes we get lost in the sheep. Like my friend Corey used to always be like, you're such a sheep in all the herd. Like you're doing everything that these other girls are doing. Because that's like what we like train on, right? Like we train on like, oh yeah, do what they do and you'll be successful. But like really, like we kind of like when I started moving away from that a little bit, don't get me wrong. Like if I see a bomb idea, like I'm taking it and I'm making it my own. But like I feel like even just looking at you girls, like there's so many things that work for you guys that don't work for me. Like I know you rock mystery bags. I know Carmen rocks mystery bags, and boom, the two of you are like top every single month for PRS on this team, on our team. And I'm like, those don't work for me. Like I can't even do a flash sale. Like I tried to do a flash sale last night and it was like Deadsville. Like I was like literally like, girl, I know you like the foundation. I have one for sale. Like I couldn't, because I needed to get a stick and a brush for somebody today who just ordered the kudos on the weekend, and she would have ordered the whole dang thing if it was available, right? So anyway, so I think branding, like it's just like trying to get out of the pack, because it's gonna build your business. And you have to find the reason why people want to be part of you. And I think the most I've ever heard in 2019 from like people, because I kind of like turn it into sponsoring, is like, I feel like the people that I've sponsored in the last 2 months, or like going to sponsor, like I feel like you're like my best friend. And I think that's so powerful, because I haven't had so many people tell me that in my 4.5 years as I have in the last 2 months. Like I feel like they message me and they're like, I feel like we're best friends already. I feel like, and these are girls that haven't even joined yet too, right? And I'm like, that's what I want, because like you think about this business, and when you brand yourself and then when you build your business, like you're going to be talking to these people every day, like give or take, and you want that, right? So you have to open yourself up and make people love you, but attract people that are like you, if that makes sense. Like I always laugh at Charlene, your upline, because I swear to God, Charlene finds all girls that are like Charlene. She does a fantastic job at branding, because Charlene's team is like, you guys are the wild and crazy and like hilarious. Like when we went to dinner, I know we missed through that night in Kingston when I came to Kingston, but I'm like, it's so funny because her team is like all like her. Like I'm like, yeah, she's good. She's like, she's branded, but she attracts people to her that are like her. And I feel like I've done the same thing in many ways. Like I feel like I've attracted like people to me that are like me, but like that's sort of what you want when it like, and I'm going to talk a lot about that with sponsoring next week, but like that's what you want for your team. So the more you brand yourself and people get to know you in different ways other than unique, that's where you're going to really start, your vibe attracts your tribe. And that's where you're going to see it. And like stuff with like Amanda Francis too. I know she did a live today, actually. I'm excited to watch it. But I like for her, like she's all about the vibrations, attracting the right things into your life and not being shy to ask for things. Right. So like, you know, like, don't be shy to ask for that status change. Don't be shy to ask for anything. Excuse me, that was gross. So hopefully that kind of helps. I did do a little bit of other stuff at the beginning and I did record it. I just don't know how to get it, but Christy is going to help me because she knows how to like.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no problem at all. And we're going to have lots of tasks that will like go with it all week. So we have about 6 minutes. If anyone else has other things that you're wondering about or for your own business, or Carmen, are you still awake and alive over there?
Hey, I have a question.
I was wondering when you were going to have a question. You always have a question.
Yeah, I like to learn.
No, I know. So do I. But this is why we connected. Like this is like there's a perfect example because Lauren was a yard sale find and I'll be doing that training next week for sure. But like we connected, like she was super like hesitant about all of this. But like then this girl came to dinner 2 days after she signed up. So I'm going to give props to Lauren, but like I already knew like just through messaging her, and a lot of times I sent her voice messages about like the business and stuff, because I was like, I feel like this girl's got really good energy and I feel like she needs to be my new best friend. Yes.
I'm just looking for like a cool new idea for like a last push, because there's like 5 days left. I have 3 kudos left to sell for the ring light, and like I'm so close to pink, but like Carmen, you had an awesome idea for the goodie bags. Like I'm looking for something else. I don't really want to do more discount because like I want people to see the value in the product. So I'm not sure if there are more ideas.
Well, have you done a flash sale?
No, I haven't.
Why?
I don't know. I don't really understand the concept, I don't think. So I'm going to have to look
No. I'll explain it right now. It takes 2 seconds. Okay. You've got the Kudos. It's $119. If you add up those products normally, I think it would be 167. Listen, regardless, it's a huge discount. So you can sell all those products. You're not losing any money. You're still making your commission, and you can sell all those products individually without losing any money or value because they're already discounted. And like, you can be a little strategic with posts. Like, I put in my stories yesterday, like, they may still be in there actually. I don't know if it's still there, but like, liquid foundation, and then I had just a picture of the liquid foundation and then something on the side. I don't remember what it said, but it said sale, and a GIF. Like, this is all on sale, and it's not really against compliance, because when compliance discounts stuff, like, you can offer it cheaper, right?
Yep.
And the kind of good thing about being a new presenter is no one's really watching your stuff. So like, you probably could get away. Like, I got away with everything until I got reported. That's like literally why I know all the rules, is I've been reported probably about 50 times for things. Like, I had a few questions about Kijiji this week. I had a few questions. That's like a big no. Yard sale groups, I think I reached out to someone about that, but like, it's not a bad thing. That's how you learn, right? So like, because you're new, I'm like, just see what you can get away with for the last 5 days. And if no one reports you, we're having new Kudos next month. But like, you can say all this stuff is on sale, but like, the flash sales, like, don't get me wrong, they don't go like super well with me. And I always pray that like, it's somebody local that wants the stuff. But like, for 3 left, like, panic's going to ensue. You've got to now make people panic. So you got to count it down and be like, really emphasize it's once a year that this is happening. Okay. Like, this sale is once a year. These products are bomb. I know you're live every day. So that's not the like big thing. The thing for you is like, you're really building your business. So like, don't feel like I don't think you'll have any problem getting 3, honestly, but like, don't feel defeated and push to the last second for it, because if they don't get it this month, they're going to regret not getting it. And then, because you'll build your momentum with your business, like, down the road, it'll be easier for you. Like, if I think about my Kudos sales, probably about 4 of them were repeat customers from last year that I followed up with that bought the Flawless 4 last year. So those were easy sales. But the other, I think I'm at 12 or 13, no, 14 now. 14 of them, like, those are new people. They're people that have watched my lives, that they have known me. Maybe they only bought the foundation before. Maybe they only have the concealer. Like, I have, like, I split up a lot of the Kudos. So like, having the bundle of like the Tired Mom Eyes and like the Cover All the Things, like, I've had a few people that just want those products. So just keep in Messenger. I know you have been. Keep adding people to Facebook. I can't stress that enough on building friends, because you're going to run out of people. Like, and if you ever run out of people, you know that's a problem, because you should never run out of people to talk to about this deal. You like, just have to keep adding people to your Facebook as much as humanly possible.
Yeah,
Lauren?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just going to say that I did the flash sale for the Kudos today, because I had promised some people some of the stick foundation, so I felt like I got to get this for them. They did say they were fine with it being back ordered till May, but I really want to get it in their hands. So I did that flash sale, and you don't lose your commission. Like, it's actually a really good way to promote the things individually, because like the setting powder, setting spray, even my Kudos people that bought already, they wanted both. So it was a good way for them to get that. And then some people aren't really able to get the whole thing, so you can give that to them at a discount. And I actually kept the kabuki brushes for myself, and it was kind of a freebie. So it worked out well.
In order to do the flash sale, you have to buy a Kudos. So to get one flash sale, you need everybody to have like one of the products.
So you can say that the sale, like, it only happens if all 4 items are sold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Or all 6 items if you're doing the big one.
Yeah,
I'm going to touch on this in our group chat, because it's going to end in like 5 seconds, and I don't want to just you guys to get cut off in conversation. So let's continue it in the group chat, and I'll send voice messages about the flash sale too, because there's a couple of things I want to add in that Carmen said that, like, makes sense that I forgot to bring up. Does that make sense? Okay, yes. So continue in the group chat. Good call, guys. And let's go crush it. Okay. I love you girls. Thank you for showing up for yourself and for your business and for me. So I'm not by myself. Okay. Have a great night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.